And here we have the surprise for 2026. What they had been announcing to us so much is this. The new RAM TRX comes as a 2027 model. However, we will have it in 2026. The big news for pickup trucks this year. Definitely welcome. And they've brought me exclusively here to the city of Detroit to present this new RAM TRX to you. Yes, the much-anticipated RAM TRX. Watch out, Ford Raptor. This one's making big moves. What's under the hood? We're going to see it. Will it have more power? We're going to find all that out. But let's take a look at this design in a beautiful color that's going to be optional, called Speedfire Orange. It doesn't really have a very literal translation, but as you can see, they've achieved a beautiful design, which I'm going to talk to you about to see what this new version of the RAM TRX has. Will the new TRX front grille show more personality? It looks similar, but has some differences. For example, this RAM, in this completely red tone with the contrast of black, that combination looks spectacular. Here we have the front camera, and the grille has also received a slight modification. But the body itself still looks very TRX. I mean, that strong identity doesn't change in this new pickup truck. The recovery hooks are also in a color that matches the body. With the front bumper, obviously it has to be metal, with a lot of protection, because we know that the TRX, well, its DNA is made for you to push it, to abuse it out there off-road. And they also told us that the brand itself has received a slight modification in its typography. Here in the front, it's not the same as the previous generation. The headlight area will stay the same. It's still the same headlight. LED projection lens, daytime running light also horizontal, all in LED technology. And obviously you're going to have some fog lights with the sensor here accompanying them. It's part of that optical set, which hasn't changed much for 2027. Continuing this tour of the new RAM TRX, arriving as a 2027 model. Look at the graphic package it has. Really, no matter where you look at it from, it impresses you. I mean, it's a beautiful design. This Spitfire orange color, as I mentioned before, is optional. I mean, they're going to charge you a bit more on top of that $100,000 price that this new edition of the RAM TRX will cost you. But look, a graphic package, a combination, colors of red, orange, black, and gray intertwine with an impressive aggressiveness. I don't know, I can see something like a desert. I can see a lot of things happening there in that graphic package, because definitely, whoever is going to buy this truck, who is going to pay that amount of money, wants to be seen in it. It's not just about the performance, the suspension, or what it can give you off-road, but also as a statement of lifestyle. We know that's very important for anyone buying this truck, and the tires matter too. So, what changed in this RAM TRX 2027? Now they'll give us 33 inches instead of 35 inches in height. The size of the rim. Well, the good news is that some things from the RAM TRX 2027 remain. The tires are one of them. These tires are fitted on 18-inch rims, which also have an aggressive design. Has the design changed slightly from the previous generation they released? But they're Wrangler territory by Goodyear. They have the texture for all-terrain, and they're 35 inches tall. So, that itself doesn't change, but one of the most striking things you'll notice here. Let's discuss the supercharged V8 engine in the new RAM TRX. But I want to show you the hood design, because I love it, you know, with all these lines. Here are the heat extractors, also the 6.2 liters, the supercharged emblem there, in that two-tone color. I think that if you're going to invest in a truck and pay the $100,000 it costs, you could make a bit more of an effort and get this color, which is spectacular. There's another green one that I'll show you, but this color is really the most eye-catching, and it has a stripe that goes across the hood. You'll see your marker lights and more features from this spectacular engine cover. Moving along the side, we'll see mirrors in black, contrasting with this red-orange color of the body. Rampa has it here in high relief. The steps are also there, with that very characteristic RAM texture. There's not much difference from the previous generation we stopped seeing, and I think this one looks great. Check out the handles in shiny black. They really stand out, and I love them. Now, what's the engine? Well, I already told you. It's a V8. It's the hemispherical V8. Oh, look here. It says SRT. They're bringing that back for the RAM TRX 2027. And yes, it has the V8 hemispherical, the time it takes to go from 0 to 60. Guess what? 3.5 seconds. The power is impressive, because that's one of the questions on everyone's mind. How much power will this RAM TRX have? 777 horsepower. 777 horsepower and a torque of 680 pound-feet. And that engine is definitely going to give the Ford Raptor a tough competition. I don't know what our friends at Ford are going to have to do, but with 777 horsepower, 680 pounds, 680 pound-feet of torque, this screams power. This screams, take me to push it to the limit in the desert in a straight line. I mean, it's an impressive thing. So the battle of extreme pickups like the Raptor or the TRX is just beginning. How does that 777 horsepower V8 sound? Right now? Let's listen. Well, they've already got it running. Right now, they're cleaning it up a bit so we can continue our video. But we can listen. When it's like this, idling, let's see how much noise that 6.2-liter that supercharged Hemi V8 makes. I'm getting a little closer so you can hear it. So, tell me in the comments, what do you think? The engine? That it hasn't just received a simple modification or a little tune-up, but that it's a new variant of the engine. So it gives you those 777 horsepower. Let's go inside now, but first, please subscribe to the channel. Many watch the videos but don't subscribe. It's a way to support the channel and help us visit these places to create exclusive content like this. So subscribe, give it a like, and let's go check it out. What's inside? If there's anything new? Well, and let's take a look inside since they've allowed us to come in for a moment. Here, we had to argue with all the journalists doing this exclusive presentation, but we're still good colleagues. I don't see any changes on the dashboard, just some new colors matching the Spitfire orange package, which I already mentioned. Also, some stitching over here. The instrument panel looks pretty much the same to me, just a few slight design changes. Here are the 4x4 controls. Here are the driving modes. The screen, well, there we see the screen. That doesn't change at all. I see the RAM design there, some auxiliary buttons. I think these are a little different from the previous generation. And we also see some touches in the color tone of the bodywork. Like the TRX, there are some dots here on this double glove box that we open here. And at the bottom, we have a Harman Kardon sound system. The seats of the TRX with the embroidery there, very nice. The stitching also in that redder orange tone, Spitfire orange. The back part, with the tremendous space that this double cab has and the seat area. Yeah, I don't see any change. Here we don't have a sunroof, a sliding roof. Here we have RAM TRX in what is part of the compartment. This is made of Alcantara material. The gear lever doesn't get any fundamental changes either. Dual wireless charging for the cell phone. If we want to see the key, let's see. Let's look at the key. The key says TRX, obviously, but, well, I think nothing changes from what we had before, and let's open this here. Let's go. A big space. This is still typical of Ram trucks. Let's also see what the passengers have. In the back, no high-definition connections. Regular USB, USB-A, USB-C. We also have the regular power connector here. There you can see it. And obviously it's air conditioning vents and a couple of cup holders. And in the back, the taillights themselves, I don't notice any changes from the previous model. It's still well done and well integrated LED technology. Here on the rear bumper, what we're going to see is that double exhaust pipe continuing with the rear hatch. We're going to see the SRT here, which looks nice. It's really one of the new things regarding the badges that the new Ram TRX has. The rescue or recovery hooks in red. I love it when it comes to towing. Here, when I'm looking at the trailer connections, final figures aren't available yet. We'll provide them later. They told me that as the launch date approaches in summer 2026, as a 2027 model, are they going to tell us both the payload capacity, and the towing capacity? Here we see it's back. What does it mean? It means it's returned. The TRX, the rumors, and I had told you in several videos, I told you the TRX is coming. Watch out, it's not dead. Look. Here I am, and I think that in the Spanish language, I'm the only one here in Detroit. They flew me in directly because they know I've been following this news step by step for a long time, and they know how much. I also like the Ram TRX, especially the aggressive-looking TRX emblem you see there. I think it's one of the distinctive, characteristic elements that give the Ram TRX a lot more character. I love it. The high relief is well integrated on this part of the tailgate. The bodywork, as I've said, stays the same. Only the graphics package has changed slightly. It's a variant of this Spitfire orange, but the fenders, the height itself doesn't change, nor does the width itself. The RAM TRX's wide body stays unchanged. From Catarona, it really doesn't have any different cuts. They've just brought it back, made it more powerful, made it stronger, and with a recalibration of the suspension, and there I can see the suspension. They said it's recalibrated and different from the RAM RHOS, but didn't share many details. The same Bilstein Active Terrain Dynamics shock absorbers. There we can see the entire suspension setup. A suspension that is definitely one of the most important elements of this TRX, because we know its capability and what you put it through, what you subject it to, where you need it. Definitely, for the desert, for all terrain, a suspension with great response. And how much? What is the RAM TRX's official price? I've already told you that $100,000 is good. $99,995 as they say in Chinese, Kaqiqian. Yes, that's the price. But we know that later, if you add color and a few options, it will go over $100,000. If you have that in your bank account. With that money, what would you do? Would you buy the TRX or what would you do now? An important topic that was confirmed for us at this press conference by Tim Kuniski, who is actually the president of RAM, the most important man at that moment and who has revolutionized things. After all the messes they made in the past, all the screw-ups, this man has come to fix each one of them. One of his successes is the warranty. So if you're going to buy a truck that costs you more than around $100,000, obviously it's a huge investment. So what do they offer for that concern? A good warranty? RAM is the one that's currently offering the most comprehensive warranty on the market. And I've mentioned this in other RAM videos. Pay close attention, because they give you 100,000 miles or 10 years of warranty, the most generous warranty available for pickup trucks. Keep in mind, that's for pickup trucks in the United States market. I think it's hard to find anyone or any manufacturer in the world who offers you that kind of warranty. With 100,000 miles in 10 years, can you make an investment of this magnitude? Considering how much these trucks cost since they've really gotten so expensive, well, you have peace of mind. You have the reassurance that the powertrain, meaning the engine and transmission, will be guaranteed for 10 years. All right, here you have it. The new RAM TRX 2027. What do you think? Rate it from 1 to 10. How does this compare to the Raptor? What do you think? I expect a lot of comments. Go ahead. In that section, we'll be keeping an eye on all your comments. And well, I hope you enjoyed this video, this exclusive coverage. I'm telling you, no one else will speak Spanish or your language at this press conference. They flew me out last night saying, Freddy Car Power 360. We have an amazing surprise for you. I'm here for you all. The new RAM TRX 2027 will be at dealerships starting in 2026. What did you think? Rate it. What did you like most? Thoughts on the power? I'll read your comments below. If you like this video, here's another you'll love. See you in the next video. Big hug.